Let me ask you something. You a fan of this man? Did he ruin your life the day you met him? Because he sure ruined my life, and I have never forgotten it. I played Danganronpa years ago, and I have been waiting to fill that void in my heart, and I have finally found it. So I have a question for you. Why aren't you playing 100 Line, The Last Defense Academy right now? You should be playing it right now. And if you're asking yourself, who the hell are you, man? You're just some random guy on the internet. Why should I listen to you? Look me in my eyes. This is a man who got hardly any sleep last night because he was hyperfixating on this shit. You need to be playing it. In fact, let me pitch it to you. 3 ways. 1, no spoilers. 2, light spoilers. 3, going in where I am at the game at this current moment. I am going to tell you exactly why you should be playing this game. Let's go.
Hope.
What happens when you take the madman behind Zero Escape and the madman behind Danganronpa and you make them sleep in the same bed, because apparently that's what they actually did? Well, let me tell you, they cook. They make the longest script to ever be localized. And it's amazing. I'll start right off the bat with the easiest pitch I can muster. If you like Uchikoshi, if you like Kodaka, you're gonna like this game. If you liked Somnium Files, if you liked Zero Escape, if you liked Danganronpa, if you liked Raincoat, you're gonna love this game. So just go play it. It's just like them. It's just as good. Alright, now moving on to my pitch for people who haven't played a game like this before. This is more than just a game. There are gameplay elements in it, more than there would be in a traditional visual novel. There are, there's a strategy to this game, and it's a very fun game, even ignoring the story. But the most enjoyment you are going to get out of this game is through its story. If you love stories, if you get engrossed in stories, you're gonna love this game. The story is amazing. It's peak, okay? This game, if you haven't heard already, has over 100 endings. You know how crazy that is? Like I said, it has the longest script to ever be localized. The story, you can't even describe it. It's so engaging. It's so entertaining. You'll get attached to the characters. You'll feel hope. You'll feel despair. You'll feel everything in between as you go through this academy with this awesome cast of characters. Characters, second to none. I adore them. There's not a single one I don't like. And just, it's so awesome how this game has managed to write so many good characters. Don't take my word for it. Go play it for yourself. If you like stories, if you like characters, go play it. If you like visual novels, go play it. If you like tower defense, go play it. If you can get behind an awesome story where you get to make your own decisions and you affect the ending, go play it.
Despair.
Alright, I'm going to move into light spoiler territory now, but I am still going to keep this as simple as possible because I want you to understand that it is so much better to go into these games completely blind. When I played Danganronpa 1, I went into it completely blind. I had no idea what was going to happen, and it was the absolute greatest, most unexpectedly awesome feeling ever to not know what was going to happen next. And I didn't get that in 2 or V3 because I was spoiled before I played them. But I got it again with this. So if you can play this game blind, do so at all costs. It will be such a better experience for you. So here are the lightest spoilers. First, the prologue is 30 hours long. Get that into your mind. The prologue, before you get to make your first choice in this game, is 30 hours long. That is 30 hours of getting to know characters, getting attached to characters, before your decisions start affecting if they live or die. Oh yeah, people die in this game. They die a lot and they die often. And it will throw you into despair, but through that you will shine through with hope. Just like this man always said, it is truly a battle of hope and despair, and it is a wonderful time. I cannot say enough without completely explaining what happened to me when I played this game for 13 hours yesterday, what exactly this means. So I'm going to do that now. Now I'm going to get into heavy spoilers, but still not going all the way into it, because I really do want you to experience this game blind. But if you're still here, I'm assuming that you've played at least the first route. I'm assuming you've played that much. So let's get into the heavy spoiler territory.
Among Us.
This is your last chance. If you have not played this game yet, please go play it blind. I am begging you, play the game blind. Okay. The first route that I took after completing the prologue was the killing game route. I cannot describe to you how awestruck, how left speechless I was that this was the route I took. It was complete. My mouth was hung open like a fish gasping for water. I cannot describe to you how awesome the killing game route is. Where do I even begin? Okay. When you realize that, oh shit, I'm in a killing game. All of the emotions from back when I played Danganronpa came back. It's not the same situation. It's a different kind of killing game. But all of the emotions of that Danganronpa style killing game, the first death in the killing game is reminiscent of Junko Mukuro's death in the very first Danganronpa game. And when the character that dies, because I'm still not going to give away the characters, at least not the characters that die, I will talk about one character without holding back, but when that character dies like Junko did in Danganronpa 1, in the moments leading up to it, I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to end up like Junko. And what happened? They ended up like Junko. When I tell you, I was left mouth agape, because they also happen to be one of my favorite characters, but that's a different story. When I tell you my mouth was let agape, it was let agape. I had to walk away from the computer. I was too shocked. All of the memories of Danganronpa 1 came flooding back in that instant. And then we're in the killing game. And people die. And the decisions you make will determine who dies and who lives. It's exactly what Kodaka wanted Danganronpa to be in the first place. At least to some extent. And it's awesome. But I cannot talk about this route without having my one very heavy spoiler comment about Puket herself, Tsubasa. What a goat Tsubasa is in this route. She's incredible. She went from being middle of the pack in my first run to being best girl. She's incredible. And Yugamu, he's also incredible. Like, where did these two come from? They weren't bad characters. I like every character in 100 Line, but in this route, they stood out like on a golden pedestal. They were written so well. I cannot convey enough how attached I came to all of the people that worked with Takumi in this route, because this route really, it was a really good story about becoming something terrible to save the people you care about. And that's just an incredible story. Takumi had to become, like Eito. And in the final decision you make in that route, you have to choose if you repeat the same actions as Eito did, the same actions you condemned him for, Or if you take the high road, say, I'm not gonna be like this villain that started all of this. I'm going to forge my own path. And in the end, it pays off. So if you have played this route, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't played this route, my words alone cannot do it justice. Go play it. It's incredible. It's awesome. It's the, like I said, it's the first route that I took after completing the prologue. And I just think that's poetic. That me, the Danganronpa superfan from back in the day, would get the killing game route. It was awesome. But like I said, my words can't do it justice. I can gush about it all day. But you gotta play it for yourself. And if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that I wanted to talk about it. I have no one to talk about this with. You know, no one. Every other person I've seen hasn't taken this route. I'm sure other people have, but I haven't met them. Everyone I know has taken the save Eito route, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. So that's where this led me. When I go back again, I'm going to probably go a completely different route and save Eito, or spare Eito, and see where that takes me. I know a bit. I've been spoiled a bit about one of the routes, and what the fuck, a harem route? Nah, I will stay with the wife Tsubasa route. Yeah, that Tsubasa, top character, peak character, number one character. Who would have seen it coming? Like I said, she was middle of the pack, maybe a bit towards the top, but not in the top 3, probably not even in the top 5 for me.
I don't think I can take this anymore. I might just
Now she's number 1, and Yugamu's right behind her. I hated that creep. Not really. But he was creepy, and he still is, but he's cool. He teamed with Takumi, though it was for his own selfish reasons at first, but he got over his selfish reasons. But when no one else would be by Takumi's side, Yugamu was there. He's a real bro. But like I said, I can't do it justice. I can only talk about it, I can only gush about it so much. If you haven't played it for yourself, play it. If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And listen, if you're like me and you don't have anyone to tell about this, go down in the comments and just voice your thoughts. Because that's why I really wanted to make this video. I just wanted to gush about this game, but I don't have anyone to tell about it. So that's why I'm here. So if you have no one to talk about your experiences with, go down in the comments, put a spoiler, put a few enters, and just gush. Just do what you have to do. Get all of your feelings about this game out onto the screen. I can't guarantee I'll look at them because I do want to stay mostly blind. But once I finish all my routes, I will go back and I will engage with every single comment I get.